If you've ever got a dress like out of your wardrobe that you think, I don't know what to do with this, or you went to a charity shop, a thrift store, and you thought this could be made into a beautiful two-piece, in this video, I'm going to show you how. Just using these 4 steps, you can change pretty much all kinds of dresses into a top and a skirt. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you this one that I bought from £70 from a charity shop. So, if you want to know how I changed this dress, then please keep watching. First, I measured the armhole seam down to where I wanted the top to fall, and I added a little extra, since the dress is long and it gives me lots of fabric to work with. Then I cut it horizontally as possible and keep the edges neat. I just lowered the cut slightly to give myself some room for adjustments later. For the skirt, I measured my waist with the elastic to make sure that it would fit comfortably. Then I folded the elastic in half and then in quarters, marking each point. These marks will help distribute the stretch evenly throughout the waistband. To keep the woven edge from fraying, I switched to a zigzag foot and stitched along the raw edge. Day 9, Zigzag Edge Stitch. Change to an overcasting foot. Line up the edge of the fabric with the foot placement. Okay. So to This is where I think I could have done slightly different technique, but here's what I did. I used a needle and thread to gather the woven fabric just enough to match the stretch of the elastic and meet the side seams. This makes sewing the waistband much easier. Next, I use a stretch stitch to sew the woven fabric and elastic together, pulling both layers slightly as I stitch. This lets the waistband keep its stretch once it's sewn in. I finished by a zigzag stitch the 2 ends of the elastic together, turning the skirt inside out and pinning the elastic as the front, back and sides where I made the earlier marks. Sewing again with a zigzag and pulling the elastic as I went, matching each pinpoint. On the right side, I folded the waistband inwards and secured it with a straight stitch, again pulling the skirt and elastic slightly so it stays stretchy and comfortable. The top follows the exact same concept, just on a smaller scale. This time I used a wide straight stitch to make 2 parallel gathered lines, without back stitching, so I could pull the threads together and gather the fabric evenly. Once the gathers matched the stretch fabric, I pinned the 2 layers together and sewed them with a stretch stitch. I used a thinner elastic for the top so it would fit better, marking it in the 3 points to keep it even. Then I pinned those marks to the fabric and stitched it in the same way as the skirt. Finally, I folded the elastic inwards and sewed a straight stitch all the way around, stretching the fabric slightly as I stitch to keep the stretch. I've got one more stitch left, and this is the amount of thread that I've got left. So fingers crossed it works. Let's see. I have this much left. Let's see if I can do it. Ooh. And that's it. One simple thrifted dress became a crop top and comfortable skirt. Both pieces can be worn together or styled separately, which gives you way more options than the original dress ever did. This was such a simple project, but a great reminder that a few basic techniques can turn something shapeless into something that you're actually going to wear. I'm actually going to wear this now instead of what the actual dress was, so that's kind of cool. Maybe wear top with the jeans or something like that. So thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope I made your day so much better, and I'll see you soon. Bye.